Hello everybody and welcome to the Lazy Craig Show. Today I'm going to talk to you about Anthony Martial and why it's probably the right time to sell him. So this has been recorded after the Real Madrid-Man United pre-season match. Not quite after it because it was about 3 in the morning and I'm doing this at a normal time in the afternoon when it's actually light, so I can actually get some decent light on me. In the press conference, which was a terrible press conference because all they kept asking about was Real Madrid and Anthony Martial. There were 1 or 2 questions about the actual match and that was it. It was ridiculous. Whoever those press were, they should probably be banned from future press conferences. One of the questions was about Anthony Martial and whether or not he was coming back. Jose said he didn't know. Now, he doesn't know because Anthony Martial has decided not to turn up for training in Manchester, which is a very silly thing to do. Now, yes, he did give his girlfriend did give birth to his second child, and yes, in Britain, men are allowed 2 weeks of paternity leave. But in a situation where you're a high-paid football player and you should be getting ready for the new season, taking 2 weeks off is not the best thing to do. Alvaro Morata, the Chelsea striker, who was supposed to be coming to us last year, he even dyed his hair red for it. Oh, unlucky you ended up at Chelsea. But looks like it was good for us. His wife gave birth to twins, and he was back training a day or 2 later. Twins! So he should have double the time, 2 weeks for each kid. But no, he's being professional and going back to training. And the word is, Chelsea want to sell him now, or exchange him. To get someone else because he's not doing the job for them. So and knowing this, he's still being a professional, going back to the club, training and working hard to get in match fitness so that he can show other teams why they should want to buy him. Anthony Martial is not. He's only 22, so he's got a long career ahead of him. And he is a good player. But to be honest, ever since Sanchez came, he's been a little baby. Because yes, he did well. He was doing well for a few games before Sanchez came. But once Sanchez came and took the left wing, what did he do? Nothing. He didn't do anything to apply himself whatsoever. In fact, the last goal Martial scored for Manchester United was 2 days before Sanchez signed, showing that he didn't put his head down, he didn't buckle down and do the work to show that he should be on the left instead of Sanchez, or do the work on the right or in the centre where he was being put. Yes, I do think that Martial should have stayed on the left. Yes, I think Sanchez should have been played through the centre or on the right. But at the end of the day, if another player comes and takes your position, you need to fight back for it and prove that it should be your position. Sanchez can play in 3 different positions. Martial seemingly can play in 1, and that's really through the centre. On the left, he's good, not that good, but he's good. So what Martial needs to do is buckle down, learn to play on the right properly. It's a discipline. You've got to spend time doing it, but Martial doesn't. He's just whinged and gotten miserable and hasn't done anything to prove that he should be the one starting in the games. And it's absolutely ridiculous because no player is bigger than Manchester United at all. And I'll get back to that point in a minute, but now I'm just going to run through some statistics on Anthony Martial. I've got a book because I had to write them all down. And they're basically season-by-season statistics of Anthony Martial. In the 15-16 season, when he joined us, he scored 18 goals in 56 games. 11 of those goals came in the league, in 32 league games. He had 11 assists, 4 in the league. So that's 18 goals, 11 assists in 56 matches. That's contributing to 29 goals in 56. And that's very good output. That's over 50%. It's very good, but as the next statistics will show, he didn't replicate that quite that well. Oh, and in the 15-16 season, only 2 of those goals came against top 6 sides, both against Liverpool, 1 in the league and 1 in the Europa League. In the 16-17 season, he scored 8 goals, got 8 assists in 42 games, 4 goals in the league, 6 assists in the league, and 25 games played in the league. 0 of those goals came against the top 6. Now, in the 17-18 season, the most recent, he had 11 goals and 9 assists in 45 games. 9 goals in the league, 5 assists in the league, and 30 games played in the league. So that one is actually quite a good season. That's contributing to 20 goals in 45 games, which is close to 50%. It's about 40%, rough 40 to 43%. And then obviously 9 is and then obviously in the league he contributed to 14 goals in 30, which is very close to 50%. And only one of those goals actually came against the top 6 side, and that was one against Spurs in the league. Now, obviously, a big club like Manchester United, we need players who are going to do it against the top 6 sides specifically. Because at the end of the day, they're the teams that we need beaten. Because anyone can beat the sides out of the top 6. That's usually not a problem for the league sides unless you're Liverpool. But we need players who can step up in the big games, who can do it on the big stage. So that's against Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Man City, Spurs, maybe. And Anthony Martial, as proven by those statistics, doesn't do it in the big games. And the fact that he's sulking now as well about not wanting to be at the club is ridiculous. He should be back training. He should be proving himself, getting fit. Because at this rate, no club's even going to want to buy him. Because who is going to want to buy a player who, at the first sign of not having a place in the first team or the starting 11, if he's going to sulk, why would anyone want him? You know, he's a liability at the end of the day. That's the kind of attitude you don't show. You have to be professional. You have to show a professional attitude. You have to show that you're willing to buckle down, do the job, and fight your way back. And he's not showing that. He's 22. He's got a lot to learn. But the thing is, as I said earlier, no player is bigger than the club. Ronaldo sold. Beckham sold. Van Nistelrooy sold. No player is bigger than Manchester United. No way. If you're not going to buckle down and show the right attitude at our club, we're going to sell you. That's it. And that is the cold, hard truth. And it should be like that. No player should ever see themselves as bigger than the club. You're part of Manchester United. You're part of a team. You're part of a global base. You should do the job. You shouldn't moan. No. You shouldn't act like you're the only player deserving of a starting place all the time. There are only 2 players in our squad, really, who are deserving of a first team place all the time. And that's David De Gea and Romelu Lukaku. Both show consistency and form over the season. David De Gea, best goalkeeper in the world. Lukaku, amazing player. If Pogba can buckle down, he will be another one deserving of a place in the squad. But no, Martial hasn't done enough. He's inconsistent. That's the thing. The fact that he hasn't scored since January 20th shows that he needs to be more consistent. That was his problem. Even when he was scoring, he wasn't consistent enough. So, in my opinion, he should be sold. You know? Now, United obviously won't want to sell him to a top 6 rival. That's obvious. We don't like doing that. You know? I mean, we gave Mkhitaryan to Arsenal, but come on. He's no threat to us. Even though he keeps going on about us all the time. It's ridiculous. So I think we should sell him. I think we should send him to a club in Europe. Who cares? I don't care who they are. Just get rid of him. Get him off the books. Get him off the books. Sell him. Then we can buy someone else. Because if he doesn't want to be at the club, he shouldn't be at the club. And if he's not going to buckle down and do the work, he definitely shouldn't be at the club. You know? Look at me. I'm a big fat guy. That's fact. But if Manchester United offer me a contract at £90,000 a week, you better believe I'm going to work my ass off to get in shape, to show them I'm worthy of that contract. And speaking of contracts, Martial is on 90 grand a week, and Manchester United are going to fine him 2 weeks' wages for not showing up, which he deserves, to be honest, because he's being very unprofessional. It's this kind of attitude that gets people hating you. Look at Neymar. People hate him. Fantastic player, but people hate him because he's so unprofessional. And he dives all the time. People hate him for it. So Anthony Martial, if by any chance you watch this, buckle up, son. Or, you know, because no one's going to want to buy you. I mean, he's not going to watch this, let's get real. Why would he end up watching my channel? Come on. But, you know, we should sell him. That's my opinion. We should sell him. As much as I hate to sell him because he has a fantastic talent and one that we can nurture into a world-class player in the future, but I just don't think it's worth the hassle right now because of the fact that he's been unprofessional. It needs to be sold. We need to get someone in who wants to play for a club, and that's that. I hope you enjoyed my video. Watch my previous two. They're both on football. Actually, Manchester United. Because I've been doing a lot more football videos lately because it's been a lot more football stuff. So sorry to all the people tuning in for TV, movie, and video game stuff. But football is huge right now. It's just football. It's just a lot happening, you know. A lot more ideas are coming for football videos than other videos. But I'll be doing other videos too, don't worry. So yeah, watch my other videos because they'll be put here instead of the previous one because I rambled on too long. Comment on what you think about Martial, whether you think you should be sold. Like, subscribe, and have a good day. Bye.